Hey everybody, it's Ornlu again with another map guide for the new ranked map pool. This time I will be talking about Scandinavia, which although it has featured in many 1v1 tournaments, is only in the team game map pool for right now. So this can be a weird one, and if you don't know what you're doing going into it, it can be a bit of a nightmare to deal with. So let me show you. Normally I just jump into a game, but a lot of the confusion with Scandinavia is in... it has a few different orientations. So let's see if I can do this in the scenario editor correctly. Random map. Can't I just go to Scandinavia? Make sure that there are 6 players. I think I have to do this. Just otherwise, everyone won't spawn together. Is it just building the suspense for you guys? Boom, there we go. So in this version that has been generated, it is in the quote-unquote good version for you, in that it's a lot easier to play. You see that you have water in the back that is very nice and safe, and there's lots of wood on the land, so you can easily go for some sort of team wall approach very early on, and I would definitely recommend doing that. So everybody on your team can get a nice little boost to your food economy with the fish. Definitely be careful because of all the ice flow and stuff like that. And it's not going to last you forever, but it is going to be a nice little boost to your early economy. However, as I will show you momentarily, hopefully, yeah, this is another orientation that can happen. Wait a minute, what even is this? I guess it's cyan, yeah. It's cyan, purple, and yellow versus blue, red, green. Yeah, so this is where things get a lot more awkward because you are going to end up fighting over water. So what you should do is that you should have your flank players in this scenario, or if you're in a 2v2, just, either player to each side. They're going to go aggressive on water, and you're going to need to because you want to fight for fish control. And then which side the pocket chooses to dock is just going to be helped, and they're likely going to win their side. But you still probably just need to try and take water control that way. So what about the food? Because the food is a big part of what makes Scandinavia unique. 3 boars, normal sheep, normal golden stone, but no forage bushes. And you have random packs of large deer, or herds of deer. 8 deer, I think, and I think each player does have a designated herd of deer, if I recall correctly. Yeah. So this is definitely worth milling. I mean, you need to put your mill somewhere, right? So definitely try and secure this as much as possible. And as far as aggression goes, if you're wanting to do something on the land, you can, but because of all of these trees, it is fairly easy to get some team walls going. But again, that can depend on the situation, and maybe you can try and sneak in with some scouts early on. It's definitely something I would at least have somebody with some presence in Feudal Age just to be safe. But this can be a very, very tricky map for team games, just because it can have these 2 very different orientations, and you don't really know until you get in each time. Now, I think I can only access the tech tree if I do this. So, which civs are good here? Mongols. There's lots of hunt. Pick Mongols. Profit. Other than that, Persians are going to be a good civ even after their nerf, just because you sort of have that land-water hybrid aggression aspect. Also, they complement Mongols very well because they provide heavy cavalry. Mongols provide the cav archers. All that is going to be pretty good. But beyond that, any civ that has, and if you want like another civ, any civ that has like foot archers is a good option, is going to be nice. And any civ that is going to have a strong Imperial Age, I think, is definitely one of the more late game oriented, more walling oriented maps out there for team games. So any civ that is good on Black Forest or whatever, or Oasis, you can probably find a decent use for here as well. But it is a lot more choke. It's like a lot of little choke points, but there are many, many little avenues in which you can attack. So it's not like one big slugfest. And you have the water to always consider, where even if the fish phase has ended, you still have to consider the possibility of having, say, a transport full of 20 paladins arrive in your base. So it is still something you need to take into consideration. Definitely among the more tricky maps, but hopefully this little intro guide thing to the map was useful. So if you did enjoy it, please do consider leaving a like, and I will see you guys in the next one.